everyone, Arbiter Wolf here with another weekly video. This week was a bit of a planning week for me and how I was trying to figure out how I was going to implement my plan for the upcoming week. I said last week that I was planning on focusing on three things. One is a structured plan for myself that I'm doing, then also doing a structured course through a teacher, and the third thing that I'm going to be doing is doing a project for myself. For the structured learning, I wanted to focus on planned references that I picked out that are focused on what I'm trying to learn. I found these past few weeks of doing Hyde's head references very good for helping me out. And one of the things that I was benefiting through using his references is that one, it was a go-to thing to start drawing. And then two, it was just spending a lot more time with the drawing and getting to understand it a lot more. Compared to when I would use other references, I would just jump from reference to reference and I would not get a full understanding, and I would just keep jumping from reference to reference, not gaining any knowledge. So what I'll be doing with this is just picking out references that I want to study and structure a plan of what I'm going to focus on for the week and specifically focus on those references. The last thing I'm going to do also with this structured plan is start adding in gesture drawings or figure drawings again. I felt that they were beneficial before, and I'm going to start trying to do those again. I'm doing the same thing where I'll pick out the references beforehand, and I'll just kind of repeatedly do those for the week and then move on to something the following week that is a little bit more difficult. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for the structure part, which is just structuring out references for myself for the week and also doing the gesture and figure drawings. For the specific course that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be going back to draw a box. Now, I just got into lesson 2 when I stopped initially, and a lot of I felt the benefits of his course were going to be coming up in lessons 2 and 3. So I want to get back into it and see how his course can help me. Also, he updated his course in the last like 4 weeks, so it's going to be updated videos and stuff. So I think that's also going to be a big plus in trying his course again. And then the one thing I will say, if I'm not seeing any usefulness or improvement from his course after lessons 2 and 3, I'll probably look somewhere else. Probably at this point, I'll pay for some sort of course that could help me improve. So if you guys have any ideas or know of any good courses that I could look into, please feel free to suggest them. For the last thing that I'm going to be doing, which is that project, I'm going to just keep working on this character that I've been doing, this deaf girl, and just try to get the look for her, the look right. And a benefit with this is that it's going to also overlap with my plan structure. So I'm going to be trying out different head positions as I progress through my structured learning and try it with the deaf girl. But eventually the project's going to develop into something else a little later on, but for now I'm just going to stick with trying to develop this character and other characters. So this is the overall plan that I'm going to be implementing. I kind of tested it out this week a little bit. I was focusing on a 45-degree head for one of Hyde's references for one of the structure practice. And for Drawbox, I started back up where I kind of left off with his arrow exercise and then moved on from there. And for the last thing that I did for the week, which was just focusing on, again, the Steph Girl character here that I've been drawing. And it felt like this was gonna work out, kind of testing it out here. I'm sure I'll be changing things up when I need to, but this is kind of how I want to structure out my learning for the next month at least and see if that is any help whatsoever. But that is pretty much all I had for this video. If you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Thanks.